Did the year of Barbie cause a breakup boom?
Yeah, what does the box office smash have to do with your love life and what it can teach you about your relationship? Well, the author of Live, Laugh, Find True Love joins us live. Stay with us. This year of empowering female art, from Barbie to Beyonce, has been incredible for fans, but some say it's leading to a breakup boom. One author says it can teach us to dream bigger when it comes to love.
She says it all comes down to a few things.
Like a mic on.
Today is divorce attorney and author of Live, Laugh, Find True Love, Sarah Intelligator. Thank you so much for being on with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So we just showed a little bit of the Barbie movie. What does Barbie have to do with breaking up?
I think that as a divorce attorney, and I talk about this in my book, Live, Laugh, Find True Love, I think that a majority of relationships fail because people enter into them and stay in them out of fear. And so people are afraid to leave a relationship. They might not find something better. People are afraid that they might be the only one in their friend group left behind and not married by a certain age, or their biological clock is ticking. So they settle for the wrong relationship, and in turn they choose the wrong relationship. So the Barbie movie and this empowering female character, it's an opportunity maybe for people to reflect upon their relationships. We can see her being an independent woman who doesn't need to be in a relationship to be happy or to feel fulfilled. And if we can get to that point, then we can enter into a relationship without feeling like we need to be in it for the sake of being in a relationship or being codependent in that relationship. And so we can be more discerning and choose the right relationship. And I think that Barbie kind of helps us shine the light on that.
So you're saying that Barbie was in a relationship with Ken out of, I mean, I'm just curious. Is that what we're saying, essentially? Is like Barbie is an example of like a woman who was in a relationship that maybe she didn't want to be in or forced to be in?
Maybe. I mean,
she wasn't into Ken. She wasn't into Ken.
But she was
they
had
went
to be
together, and she realized there was just so much more that she wanted to develop and sort of, you know, focus on, and it really wasn't about Ken.
But you have 6 F words that you think contribute to a successful relationship. Can we get into that? What, tell me about these F words.
Yes, we can get into
fear. Fear. So
fear is one of them.
Checked off already.
Fundamental values is another. Sharing fundamental values, sharing values with your life partner that are going to sustain the relationship and carry you throughout your life. Foundation, which is being able to build trust, communication, respect, you know, all those kinds of things with your partner. Fixing is one of them. A lot of people enter into a relationship trying to fix their partner, or they enter into a relationship having not worked on themselves, and so they're trying to play out their issues with their partner. Family is another one. Meet your partner's family. Get to know your partner's family. Get to know why your partner is not in a good relationship with his or her family. There's also...
Those are huge. Those are such huge ones. I'm impressed you found them all to have a same letter to begin with, because the F's have a nice ring to it. I'm curious, and this may be a little far-fetched, but have you actually had any of your clients as a divorce attorney say that any of this female empowerment art we're seeing out there influence them? You know, any breaking points where they're like, you know, the Barbie movie really made me think, or, I mean...
Yeah.
I would think no, but I'm just curious.
No, I haven't, but the movie came out fairly recently, so maybe I will. We'll, you know, we'll wait and see.
See, what I think is this, right? I think the Barbie movie came out, and if you're with a guy and he's in the movie and he hates it, that's a red flag. That's why I think there's maybe a Barbie boom breakup. But you hit a lot of great points: foundation value, the family values, tradition, things of that nature. I'm curious. How often, when you're, as a divorce attorney, when you're having these conversations, they go, well, here are the F's, this F did not in line. Is that usually what it is? Is that maybe they got into something not knowing that they don't align on all aspects?
I haven't actually had anybody articulate the specific F words to me. I've just been practicing for a very long time,
Sure.
and I've watched the same patterns come up every single time, over and over again. Like, every relationship is unique, and the reasons they end are unique, but the patterns are so redundant. And so I've just watched this happen. I've watched these relationships deteriorate for the same reasons over and over, and I was like, there's something here. There's something that people can identify to prevent going through a breakup, to prevent going through a divorce ultimately. And that's my goal in writing this book, is to stop people from going through divorces.
And for the people that are reading your book and that aren't, what is your advice for those who are already in a relationship, in a marriage, and maybe don't align on these things? Is there any cure for that, or any common ground, you think? Or is this more aimed towards people that are in a relationship and you're saying, make sure these are aligned before you get married?
This book is for everyone. You know, obviously, if you're in a marriage and you're questioning these things, divorce may be an option. I'm not certainly promoting divorce or suggesting that anyone go through a divorce. But, you know, if anyone's contemplating being in a relationship, if anyone is in a relationship and they're questioning their relationship, or if they're not questioning it, maybe it's a time to reflect, to decide whether these are present in the relationship, whether these fail factors are there or not there, to decide whether you want to move forward toward marriage. So it's really about self-evaluation and being completely honest with yourself so that you do avoid divorce.
Do you find all the F words, is there a specific priority maybe that you should put above the, because I would imagine like fixing should be like #1. Like, you need to make sure you're good and you're ready to get into a long-term relationship and a sustainable marriage.
Well, that's a great point, and they're all super important. But I think that fundamental values is the #1. Because if you
totally agree. Yeah.
Because if you don't share fundamental values, then you're not in a position to build a solid foundation. Nothing else can move forward in the relationship unless you share fundamental values. And I'm not talking about fleeting interests. I'm talking about real life values that are going to sustain you throughout your lives together, so you can work together to resolve any problem because you want to resolve them in the same way.
And those are kind of the sticking points that are make or break, it seems like. You know, fixing you can do along the way if people are open to therapy and growth or whatever. But if you have different core values, that's a toughie, as you well know as a divorce attorney.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for being on with us.
Thank you for having me.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm not married.
But you might be on the road, my friend.
I might be on the road. You're right about that.
Read my book.
It's too late for me. I'm married. I already have my bed of F's or whatever. All right, Sarah's book is Live, Laugh, Find True Love. It's available on November 28th. You can follow her on Instagram for more details. And Sarah, thank you so much for being on with us.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
I'm a Barbie girl, pink Barbie dream house, the way it can be killing.